How long do you think Seattle in those few blocks looks like this?
I don't know. We could have the summer of love.
Well, tell that to the police who was supposed to be in that precinct.
One person is dead and another has been critically injured by gunfire at the CHOP, the Capitol Hill organized protest.
In Seattle, police responding to a shooting overnight in the occupied zone, the country known as CHOP, formerly known as Chaz. This comes as the city's police union, get this, is expelled from the area's labor council.
Summer of love.
Well, right now it's too violent for us to go in. It's a little bit too scary for us to go in because when you go in and you have a different opinion than what they would like to be seen on video, they end up harassing you and they assault you.
We have been hearing from community members that they have been subjected to barricades set up by the protesters with some armed individuals running them as checkpoints into the neighborhood.
You don't know the owner of this place? The owner that's actually being nice and letting us stay here?
Oh, God.
You forgot. We are the police of this community now.
There is news on a deadly shooting inside Seattle's protest zone. A 19-year-old killed inside that roughly 6-block area seized from police. And authorities say protesters prevented them from getting to the crime scene and the victim.
Summer of love.
I had a friend who's a reporter who got assaulted just 2 nights ago. When you go
wait,
into this area,
I'm sorry. I have to stop you there. I've got to check your privilege for a second. Aren't developing nations always seized by turmoil? Isn't it a little racist to say that Chaz is violent?
Yes, let me say that they are peacefully challenged right now, and they don't want us to talk about that. In fact, when you hear from Mayor Jenny Durkan, I feel like I've never been more embarrassed for this city before. Mayor Jenny Durkan earlier today essentially said that what we see is happening isn't really happening. That despite the fact that they had to board up all of the windows and the doors to the East Precinct before removing all of their expensive equipment and all of their evidence and everything that they had there, then put a fence around it. They said they weren't actually abandoning the building. Meanwhile, there's not a cop in sight. The cops are told not to come here. And that, of course, is due to the violence that we're told isn't actual violence. It's peaceful protesters.
Bennett says she heard somebody say they called 911, but we're told paramedics won't come because police were being blocked from entering. Bennett says she supports the protest, but believes time was lost.
If an ambulance could have come, he would have been there a lot sooner, and he, I think, would probably have been in a lot better shape.
Summer of love.
And they made a long list of demands. We have a full screen to show you at least some of them. Among them, abolish the Seattle Police Department and the court system, disarm all cops until they are all fired, and abolish youth jails. The mayor's office did not respond to our request for information about what they plan to do next.
We need help. We need help. I mean, we live here. We need to not be ignored. There needs to be a dialogue. And I think the initial protest has gotten lost.
Tony Black, King 5 News.
Summer of love.